Free traders around the world can raise a glass today to a new economic alliance. It's the overhauled Trans-Pacific Partnership. It was given a new name after the U.S. pulled out last year. Now it's the CPTPP, or the TPP 11. That 11 refers to the number of countries who've signed on, and Canada is among them. The CBC's Janice McGregor has the details.
If Canada's serious about diversifying its trade, it needs new markets in Asia, and that's what the CPTPP is really about. The U.S. pulled out after Donald Trump took office, but the 11 other countries in the deal didn't let that stop them. By late October, 6 partners had ratified the revised deal, and that brings it into force today. Its second round of tariff cuts phases in almost immediately because, of course, 2019 starts next week. Years of negotiating work are starting to pay off. Here's what International Trade Diversification Minister Jim Carr had to say before leaving Parliament Hill for the holidays.
We were among the first 6 nations, so we get 2 cuts in tariffs within the first few days of this agreement, and that will be very impactful. And if you talk to the producers and exporters, they will tell you what kind of significant advantage that gives to them and therefore to consumers.
The most important country in this deal is Japan. It has a lot of consumers, but it's a highly protected market, especially in agriculture. Canadian beef, for example, faced tariffs as high as 39% before now. I spoke to Brian Innes, who represents grain and livestock farmers who rely on global exports. He offered this example of what they're gaining from this deal.
Right now we can ship a lot of unprocessed raw seed into Japan, but the tariffs on canola oil prevent us from value adding and shipping canola oil to Japan. If I go back for decades, in fact, it's been a policy priority of the canola industry, and so they've been gearing up and being ready for this for some time, and it's really amazing that it's finally going to happen.
Vietnam is also in this deal. That's a very fast-growing and developing economy with an emerging middle class. 10 to 15 years from now, it could be consuming a lot of Canadian food and Canadian services as well, like insurance. For Canadian consumers, though, there's not a lot that's going to change in the short term, unless you're shopping for a car right now that happens to be built in Japan. The 6% tariffs on those car imports are starting to phase out now. So soon, you might be able to negotiate a better price at your dealership. Janice McGregor, CBC News, Ottawa.